Yes, so our quality says fantastic and we should be on air. I just got the notification from YouTube that we are live. Well, we should just probably start a new story.
I once had it all. My palate was sated, nostrils stimulated, standing venerated. And one day, you took everything away but shame and pain. I'm still not sure what game you're playing, but I'm back. I'm taking what's mine.
It made me think of your poem. Congratulations.
This game should be some kind of first-person horror game. A friend of mine said that this is a very good game. I haven't even checked if this is like a shooter or just some very story-based exploration simulator.
Dear, congratulations once again on winning our competition. Let us repeat, your submission astonished us, and we are delighted to welcome you in our hermitage. Make yourself at home. The whole lighthouse is at your disposal.
We seem to be at some kind of lighthouse.
The author of the winning essay will receive an opportunity to write the book on the subject in our lighthouse, accommodated especially for this purpose. The author of the winning essay will receive an opportunity to write the book on the subject in our lighthouse, accommodated especially for this purpose. Dear, congratulations once again on winning our competition. Let us repeat, your submission astonished us, and we are delighted to welcome.
Whole lighthouse is at your disposal. My ass.
I'm an adult, Mama. Crippled or not, I can take care of myself now. It's time for you to focus on yourself. I can't wait to read that book. Love you. Your...
The names are carved off.
Our sources say 428 entries have been submitted to the agency. The entry that won was surprising, to say the least. It wasn't a scholar who won it, nor someone with proper education that would give him an understanding of life. It was a sensationalist, a horror writer, and
there's a phone ringing.
Hello?
I received the word that you came to the lighthouse. We find everything to your liking.
Well, that was fast. Yeah, I'm here.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Now, are you writing?
What?
You must understand, Mrs. It is imperative that you start your work as soon as possible. I will remind you that you signed a contract. It is very specific on the timeline. I would advise you abide by it. Goodbye.
Now that was a conversation I was too sober for.
Is it really the year 1955?
Dear, congratulations once again on winning our competition. Let us repeat, your submission astonished us, and we are delighted to welcome you in our hermitage. Make yourself at home. The whole lighthouse is at your disposal.
Let's go to the basement. We heard some strange noises here.
Look, I'm aware of the rat's presence, okay? But nothing can be done about it. They've been on this island as long as anyone can remember. It's in our best interest to leave them be. The author of the winning...
There's rats.
Might as well make some good use of the phone while I'm here.
Hello?
Hi, darling. I'm calling to let you know I'm here. Can you believe the agency already called to see if I was working?
That's insane. Did you at least have time to settle in a bit? How's the lighthouse? Inspiring? Spooky? Haunted?
All of these things. I was just looking around and it's certainly something. How are you? Do the meds work?
Don't you worry about me, Mama. This is your time to do your work. To live your life.
Well, maybe you're right. I should probably get to it then. Bye, son. Love you.
Love you too, Mama.
Such a small space. I'm supposed to write.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
It's like 10:30. Rat Demolisher phone number. There seems to be this thing about rats. I just walked into the traps.
I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. But how the hell did they fuck up the length?
I can't take anything out of there.
I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office.
I think that's the office she was talking about. There's probably rats here as well. This is like someone's grades. Was just good at arts and nothing else. Should find my office.
Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know! In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I can't jump even over those very minor obstacles. Hopial.
I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her.
I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're done, before you go to sleep.
It's a bit burnt.
Been working all night. Don't wake me up.
Maybe we'll go there last. That lady again.
Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some rough times right now. I really do. That's why I've agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place. For old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task, because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special.
You promised!
That version was a bit too scary. Someone did not like it that much. That's probably the key to the downstairs office.
Let me ask you.
Hush. Daddy's here.
There's no jump button. It's 3 a.m.
No, this is private.
Two souls, so passionate, so talented, and yet they wanted to build something so ordinary. A home, a wife, a family, peaceful life.
No!
The house changed while I was in that room. Someone was about to get married on the 9th of June. Oh shit.
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague, we find this date the best time to open the exhibition. We need time to set everything up. Getting a piano to our gallery will be no small feat.
All those paintings are slightly violent.
They don't understand what it takes to make a good painting. The work doesn't start with the brush. Just like family doesn't start with marriage. It starts with canvas. I can't remember the last time I wore these. The last time I could move freely.
The structure of whatever house this is starting to feel a bit surreal. There was a key there. Probably for that chest. This is just a copy of that room. Did the wardrobe just disappear? Wasn't it here?
Now, tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
I'm not that round.
Never forget. There was a picture of a house hidden behind the canvas. This one is crumbling. Oh yeah, there's just a normal deer head.
I think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to play it for you this evening. You're going to love it.
Must be sharper.
Sorry I haven't written in a while. I've been swarmed with work. I gotta tell you, your last letter was troubling, to say the least. I just can't believe she would set fire to your old paintings. Why would she do that? The lady in black especially? That was your tribute to her, wasn't it? I don't know what to tell you except to get her some professional help pronto. You could probably talk to someone as well. With all that's happened, I'm sure it would do you some good. I probably don't need to tell you that the buyer was sorely disappointed with the news. The new pieces just aren't selling as well as the classics. Anyway, I'll keep looking. You just hang in there and focus on your work. I know you still have it in you. I believe in you.
It says I don't in the end. There's pretty much the same paintings everywhere. Look closer. The game wants me to assemble a picture. There's 4. Nine. Six. What the fuck is happening?
Don't be scared. It's just a book, Birdie.
How should I know the order? Maybe it just wants me to try.
just wasn't enough to warm this room.
694. Maybe they're just in a random order.
This is fine. This is good. These are great conditions. I can finish it. I can. I will. I need to. For all our sakes. For our family.
For a family? Or just for you? Go on, tip the scales.
There is red and green. And this transformed again. Tip the scales, and there's a picture of scales. The other way closed.
The green of her eyes. The red of my paint.
Prosthesis snatchers, insatiable bastards. Can't afford a new one. Why the damn leg?
I think I chose red. I thought it had to do with sitting on the chairs, but it was about those paintings. As I said, I know pretty much nothing about this game prior to playing it. I just got recommended this, and
I had the most beautiful dream last
it seems that it's
I dreamt he came to me,
mostly
embraced
story-driven
me, loved me, as he once
exploration
did.
simulator.
But we both know that while I dreamed my silly little dream, it was you. It was you he really lusted for.
I think we should drop the toccata here. People won't be able to concentrate on anything but your music. It's about our family, after all. About both of us. I'm sure Thomas would agree with me.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Perfect relationships may look great on the silver screen, but the rest of us mortals have to face the simple truth. Nobody's perfect. And you know what? That's fine. In fact, many loving couples struggle with day-to-day life in a relationship. This does not make them any less special. It just takes some work. And we're here to help. Our consultants, all trained experts in their field, will help you identify the source of your troubles and deal with it at your own pace. Whether it's simple miscommunication, money problems, or conflicting personalities, where there's a problem, there's always a solution. And remember, it's never too late.
Looks like I should just go back. Isn't there anything in the paintings? No secret switches. It's locked. There has to be some secret switch. There's some note, but I can't read it. The door just appeared here. I don't know what I did. But it's locked as well. What does the game want me to do? Should I look through these empty canvases? I can't interact with anything. There's no menus, nothing. I can't seem to find any clues. I can do nothing here and I can't even leave. This door's just somehow appeared here. I don't know what I did to make it appear. It's still a locked door, so I don't do much with it. The thunder is extremely loud at times. It doesn't seem to mean anything. There's a flashlight. I don't have it yet because nothing happens. I can crouch and I can sprint. Read note P. But this is special, I can't read it anyway. I'll try to check behind every painting. Somehow I can't interact with anything in this room. The way I walked somehow opened that wall, but nothing else happens. It's like when I stand here I can hear some very faint crying. I'm completely stuck. There's nothing that would move in a suspicious way. That appeared there just now. I don't know what I did. There's a key. This game seems to just leave a lot of things hanging. Doesn't explain much. That's some plants.
How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just slithers in and out of his study, obsessively working on one veiled painting after another. He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day. That pathetic, hurtful look. A combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion. I've come to realize that I've become a monster in my husband's eyes. It feels like nothing a woman should ever experience. Still, being the good wife that I am, I decided to realize my husband's fantasy. If he thinks me a monster, I will sure as hell act the part.
watch him drown.
Dear sir or madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us, and especially our children. Please, consider that not everyone is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police.
My home is my castle. Locked inside, I am safe.
All right. We are not going in there. Going in circles, but the previous door is always locked. What was that bottle? I have to change their places. Okay.
I hated it. This felt as if it wasn't my hand that wrote the letters when using it. I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise. We'll talk later.
That must smell pretty nice. It's this place again.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
in an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibition, this is how we want
Eikö
to
se ookin
live our
muuten
life.
aika hyvälaatuinen live?
Music accompanies my paintings just as she will accompany me
Oli
in the
muutaman
future.
tunnin säätö kaiken
It is rumored
kaikkiaan.
that after the exhibition, some kind of arrangement was set between Caldwell and
Tää on ihan mielenkiintoisen oloinen peli. Tää yksi J. Lydervo suositteli, tää nummelalainen pelistriimaaja, jonka kanssa aina jutellaan välillä.
I have a responsibility. Finish it!
Onko sitä just heräilty?
Linen won't do. Anyone can paint on a linen canvas. I am not anyone.
Jaha, täällä on taas ovet lukossa. All right.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Oisko niitä jotenkin muutettu? Ainakin pussi on muuttunut ja siitä on aika kauan kun meikä on niitä syönyt. Ainakin silloin ne oli hyviä joskus. Kaikkihan on pahaa. Hirvetä.
some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke, quote, the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Its distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown, revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting. Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one
No, this is... I had the most beautiful dream last night.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
It must be sharper.
First,
Moths, drawn to the fire between them. No matter if it...
How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profound...
Everything I found seems to have gathered here in this room.
We are true.
I think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to...
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague, we are
in an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibition, this is how we want to live our life. This music accompanies my paintings just as she will accompany me in the future."
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague,
I think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to play it for you this evening. You're going to love it.
I think we should drop the toccata here. People won't be able to concentrate on anything but your music. It's about our family, after all. About both of us. I'm sure Thomas would agree with me.
In an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavor,
we are truly thrilled to hear that you
I think I have the music.
She didn't like that. She was asked not to play. They started fighting.
How can two people who once loved each other so fully... No, this is...
I hereby resign from service as maid in house.
Their maid even resigned. The guy started drinking. I'm once again gathering new stuff.
I can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night, and now there you are, locked in your workshop as usual. This whole tortured artist nonsense has got to stop.
It's not like I'm some drunkard. I know how to handle my liquor.
You keep the fire in your office just to stop me, don't you? You hate me that much? Don't push me away.
Everything just went to crap here.
Minced mice, chunky, crunchy, carcasses starving me out, constantly sick.
I keep the fire because I'm freezing, for God's sake.
Oh, there's a safe. 90, 30, 90. Left, right, left. Joo, pitää käydä katsomassa kun kerkee, että mitä tämä on. Se pitikin tuo hiiren nappi päästää joka välissä irti, muuten se ei vahvista sitä numeroa. Siellä oli avain. Täällä on vähän pulloja täällä talossa.
All I asked for was an edible meal. At least one that had any taste at all. This is my house. You can't keep locking me in. You're so afraid of fire. How can you cut off the means of escape? Suddenly, everything I find relaxing is a fire hazard. death. Defy entropy. Defy the flames. Finish it!
Here are the calculations you asked for. You need to also include the cost of lamps for every room.
I don't care how much it costs. She's afraid of fire. We will have electricity, and that is that.
There's a lot of those globes around the house. Don't know if spinning them does anything.
Let's talk about the symbolic aspects of your work.
I'd rather not.
Why is that?
A symbolism is a word that gets thrown around a lot, usually when people don't really know what to make of you. The worst question you could possibly ask me is, what did you mean by that? If it was that simple, I wouldn't have painted it. I would have just told you. Of course, we can talk in general about themes that have always inspired me. Duality, conflict. I think that all art revolves around some sort of struggle. Whether or not we're able to see it, of course, is an entirely different matter. The life of painting, the soul. I need it. I need it to be perfect, striking, vibrant life. Life, 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 fire!
Here are the calculations.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Oh, I see. There's just pretty much endless hallways. Am I leaving? No, those are barefoot. Didn't I just find the one key? I don't know if I already used it.
It's been a while. It took me 6 months to be able to hold a pen again. 6 long and painful months. But I finally did it. It still hurts, but the pain is just bearable enough for me to jot down a few lines. Oh, the things we take for granted. Wow, that's deep. I think I better rest some more, before I put ancient philosophers to shame. I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly.
Lice, mice, bald, bloody spots, hair, not mine. Where are the scissors?
Oh, stop looking at me like that. It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Nothing. They're getting smart.
That was the last part.
I always loved painting blood.
Is this the right door for you?
You always wanted to have a huge garden. Green calmed your nerves, you said.
Is this the right door for me?
There seems to be a fire. The door just disappeared.
No excuses, no accidents, no weakness. Just fire from the depths of your soul. I need to fight the darkness.
Is that some kind of gas lamp?
We can have electricity in the bedroom and in the piano room. Apart from that, if you don't want to be around fire, just don't go near it. I never wanted it to come to that. But here we are. I will protect myself.
We are maybe about to face some enemies.
Since my last letter, things only got worse. Yesterday, a stool broke underneath me. My cup stuck to a kitchen table. We need new servants. But these people are so lazy. It's like nobody wants to work anymore. Why can't you understand? I'm working in here! I swear if I'm interrupted one more time, I thought it would be harder. It should be harder. Bones shouldn't break so easily.
Dangerous, I don't know. The world is turning completely to something else.
The only thing that could make her smile.
Honey, what in the world are you doing? What did the doctor say about straining yourself? Leave that thing alone. It's not going anywhere. I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one. Obviously, this was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
He apparently used his wife for some paint.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times.
Everything I find just always
How
gathers
can
up
two
in
people
this room.
who
Prosthesis snatchers. Minced mice. Lice, mice, spalds, blood.
I can't stand seeing you like this.
It's not like I'm some trouble.
We are truly thrilled.
Let's talk about the symbolic aspects of your work.
What a fine painting.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone.
I thought it would be harder. It should be harder. Bones shouldn't break so easily.
Their life started to fall apart. Everything he touched turned to rot.
Look, honey, it's your favorite. Come, sit with me, like in the old times. I will get you, you furry leeches. Get out of my house. Good, solid undercoat. A primer that will hold it all together so it doesn't rot. Blood is thicker than water. The world is breaking around us.
Can I do something to that ghost? It just gets back together. I have to run away.
While I can certainly understand that you are upset, and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any further correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times.
Damn Ash! Cleaning this house is a nightmare. We don't even use the fireplace that often, and ash is everywhere.
I'm terribly sorry for your inconvenience, but we've seen no fluctuations of power in your area, and see no issues in the neighborhood. And since you didn't allow entry to our electricians, we cannot help you in any way.
The room is upside down. The light switch just turned it back.
Some paintings defy simple words, let alone critique. A basic knowledge of the subject is an absolute must if one is to even try taming them. Babyface is one such painting. This art anomaly draws tens of thousands of mediocrity enthusiasts and Sunday abstraction aficionados. In reality, it looks like a result of a week-long art marathon of a not very well-adjusted painter locked in a dark basement. Leaving aside the horrible execution, the painting excels in a hideous.
I actually have that note about the safe. Where is the safe? It just says left, right, left, but I don't know what the numbers are. 10, 70, 90. Oh, but it's upside down.
I can put it between the books. He'll never find it there.
There is something between some books. I don't know what it is.
I can't escape too.
It's just the same floor all over again. I got down by keeping going up. I think I've missed some pieces of that painting. The game got a bit more complicated. It's always impossible to know which way is the way forward. There's just ash.
wading through ashes. Such determination, such blindness.
Maybe I should just turn around every time I see that text.
Silent floaters. They clog the drains. Fur in the water. No baths from me.
I'm not like her. I won't let go. I won't let my passion decay. I can't. I would never. I will.
If I am to be honest, I can't say your letter was unexpected. Numerous colleagues have informed me that you had previously sought their advice in this matter, and while it is perfectly understandable for a patient to demand a second opinion, I would think 16 concurring opinions would be enough. Still, out of respect for you and your wife, I have examined the case thoroughly, and I have to concur with my colleagues. Involuntary muscle spasms are not uncommon with patients who have suffered burns as severe as your wife did. What you refer to as a freakish grin or an unnerving yelp, though many would find such expressions hurtful, could indeed be manifestations of nerve damage. The other symptoms you mention do not seem to be physiological, but rather purely psychological in nature. Traumatic events can lead to severe stress, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. As to your demand that we fix your wife, you have to understand that what she went through cannot be undone with one simple procedure. It is a long, arduous process that will require all your strength and support. Please feel free to contact me or my colleagues should you wish to discuss a long-term rehabilitation program.
This family won't work if you keep undermining me. It will break apart.
Your fault.
I couldn't go to the same room as the ghost anymore. The door behind me got
Things she
locked.
could do with the piano. In the right hands, it's the most powerful instrument. It can break any man. I need the fire. The lamps are so cold.
That's part of some combination. It has the number 5.
In the end, this was the only instrument she could play. The only music this family could accept.
Where are the servants? Did he... Oh, no. Oh, what am I thinking?
Well, that was the last part of the code.
I thought I broke all of them. Oh well, cold, merciless light is still light. Insane, would we have electricity? We've lived without electricity for thousands of years. I can do it too.
She's pretty close to catching me. These hallways are too short.
You're so cruel.
And guessed the first one.
This is who I am. Without it, I'm broken. I have to finish it.
All right, let's try this again. Finally managed to play a little. If banging on the keys awkwardly counts as playing. I won't lie. It drives me insane not to have full control of my fingers. In any case, I was promptly berated by my loving husband, who said I should be resting. I know he means well. But how will I ever get better if I don't work at it? The worst thing is, I could swear I smelled liquor on his breath. Oh, God, please. Not this again.
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. The only thing that could make her smile. Suddenly everything
It seems I completed one chapter.
Some call him the new Caravaggio.
all changed when the daughter was born. Wow. The reward for the most cliche line goes to me. So, I'm here. For a place belonging to a posh-ass agency. This is weird. If they wanted to have a decor that corresponds with story, they succeeded. It's dark, there are rats, and it's weird paintings. Not gonna lie, I felt like it was some fucked up experiment. Especially since the man called to check if I'm working soon after I entered. I heard a strange noise when I was about to start writing. But it turned out that it were only rats, I think. I thought I saw later. I called to let him know I'm here. He always cheers me up. All changed when the... Children change Reach for your own experience. I know what it is to be a parent. What changes with the child? Channel it.
Don't ride city buses. This is your chance to end segregation.
I think it's pretty much time to quit for tonight. We clearly completed a major chapter of the game, so it's good to also leave for other nights.
Come. I have your truth.
What the fuck? Here, son. It'll help with the pain.
Is that weed?
Here, son. Come on! What happened to you when your daughter was born? Tell me!
We had an agreement, a deadline that you prolonged for the third time now. If you don't finish this screenplay, someone else will.
Why does the painting look like that?
Mama? Did something happen?
I don't know. I don't feel good. I don't like this place.
What do you mean you don't feel good? Do you need a doctor?
No. It's dark in here. I'm scared.
Mom, it's night. I think you just had a bad dream. Everything will be okay in the morning. I imagine the lighthouse gets lonely, but come on. It's you who wanted to go there.
No, you don't understand. It's dark. It's awful, and I can't write. Everything is... Hello? Hello? Fuck.
Now that's no way to greet your muse. What your surprise? Creation isn't pretty. You pushed a human being into the world, and now You need to do the same with a book. I'm here to help you with that.
How? All change with... So, I'm here.
There's some spooky ghost.
How? She asks. The same way I helped the painter, the musician, and the actor. All you have to do is choose. Your voice will be heard.
It won't. It never is.
Don't ride city buses.
And now, with my help, it's possible. Do you choose to use it? Say it.
I do. I choose your help.
Then it is done.
Hello?
Thank God you're okay. What happened?
What do you mean?
You were scared, and the call was cut off, and...
Oh, that's nothing. The generator died. It's fine now.
Oh. Okay. I guess that's good. How do you feel? You sounded upset. I'm worried.
I'm good.
But...
I'm good, son. It's as you said. I'm exactly in the place I wanted to be.
Are you?
Yes, I'm sure. I need to get back to work. Good night.
Love you.
We had an agreement.
I'll go back to the typewriter. The game should save.
They wanted to protect her, wanted her to be happy. But sometimes wanting isn't enough. Sometimes wanting good things turned you into a monster. Moths drawn to the fire between them, no matter if the flame was desire, despair, or hate.
Chapter 4. It's starting to look like something.
I thought it would be harder.
One more locker has opened.
Blood is thicker than water.
I needed a jar.
Let's talk about the symbol.
Some pain.
Look, honey.
I think now is the time to quit tonight's live. It's already chapter 4. I don't know how many chapters there are, but we've been playing for 2.5 to 3 hours probably, so now I want to thank everyone who's been here watching, and I will probably update my channel before the next live stream. So now I just say thank you and subscribe if you already haven't. Bye bye and thank you.